On the island of Karuba, 4 adventurers are trying to navigate through the jungle to reach the temple treasures. Each player receives an island, 4 different adventurers, 4 different temples, and 36 jungle tiles with identical backs. The temple treasures are sorted by color and stacked in 4 stacks of ascending order so that the most valuable treasures are at the top. The crystals and gold nuggets should be kept handy nearby. Before starting, the players take turns picking a number on the beach where an adventurer should be placed, and then a number in the jungle where the matching temple should be placed. All players place their adventurers and temples on their islands to match one another so that they all start with the same setup. Now each player tries to navigate the adventurers on their island board along paths through the jungle to the temple of the matching color. On their way, the adventurers can collect crystals and gold nuggets for extra points. One player is the expedition leader and shuffles their jungle tiles before placing them in a face-down pile in front of their island. The others sort their tiles from 1 to 36 face-up around their island. Time to play. The expedition leader reveals the topmost tile of their stack and calls out the number. All other players look for this tile in their stockpile. Every player can now choose whether to play or discard the tile. Playing the tile means placing the path on your island. Some rules apply. Tiles may only be placed on empty fields. The number is in the upper left corner for the player. Tiles do not need to be placed next to other tiles and can lead to a dead end where the path simply ends in the jungle. If a tile with a crystal or gold nugget is played, the appropriate item is placed on the tile from the supply. Always make sure that an adventurer or temple is not accidentally blocked and thus stranded by a dead end. In other words, place the tiles so that the adventurers can move and the temples can be reached by a path. The second option, discarding the tile, means that you do not lay the tile and instead move an adventurer forward along a path. This is only possible if the adventurer already has 1 or more tiles with paths in front of them. Some rules apply. You may move as many steps as there are paths leading to the edge of the discarded tile, so 2, 3, or 4. A step is always 1 tile and only along a path. Only 1 adventurer may occupy each tile, and leaping over them is not allowed. Movement points may not be distributed amongst several adventurers, but they may be forfeited. If an adventurer finishes their move on a tile with crystals or gold, then this is placed on the picture of the adventurer to the left of the island map. They count as victory points in the final scoring. You may forfeit movement points to land on these tiles or pass by them without collecting the treasure if you prefer to get to the temple faster. Once an adventurer reaches the matching color temple, the player takes the top temple treasure from the stack and places it in front of them. The game ends when all jungle tiles have been used or when all the adventurers of 1 player have reached their temples. At the end of the game, all the victory points are counted. The player with the most wins.